Yo, what's good?
Hey,
So,
got a little echo.
Is that me?
Yeah, somebody has their volume on.
It's probably me.
Yeah, what's good,
Still
man?
good?
Hey, man. Can't complain.
I think we're good now. I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
So happy Saturday. Hope everyone's doing well. There's a quick stream tonight. We're going to talk about some phones.
Hey.
And before we even start that, I just saw something on Twitter. Did anybody watch what Elon Musk did?
No. Yeah.
That's a question you can ask every day.
Yes. I don't know what the latest, right?
Well, apparently he released some information today that wasn't supposed to be released or that Twitter suppressed in the past.
Oh, you talking about like he said it was like something regarding Hunter Biden's laptop? Are you talking about that?
Yeah. So supposedly, like, he's getting a lot of slack on Twitter, but he's also getting a lot of people saying, respect, but you better have some security because you just offended some very bad people.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about it.
Yeah, when I clicked on it, it just seemed like garbage. Like I don't know, like if someone sends a link and you're like you think it's one thing, and I'm like, what is this? Like
not interested.
So it might have been that it had real information, and then someone quickly got to it. By the time I saw it,
I want to check it out and see what the hell it was because apparently he offended a lot of people.
Yeah,
which is always fun to watch.
Yeah.
Well, what's the point of having $100 billion if you can't defend yourself with it?
Or do what you want.
Right?
I mean,
he's definitely doing what he wants.
And he should. We should all do what we want. We should. But let's say hello to everyone here. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. And I think we're going to have one more guest coming through. Bradley, what up? Bradley, you were here nice and early. I appreciate
he's
you.
Ready.
Gwendolyn G, what's up? How you doing? Jeff, always good to see you, my friend. How are you? Brian, hello, Slang. How was your weekend? My weekend is going well, thank you. Although it's rainy and crappy out here. All day, nothing but rain. Everybody's saying hello. Everybody's so polite. Purge, what up, Purge? How you doing, man?
Purge in the building.
Crazy ass Purge. So tonight we're gonna talk about phones. I've been seeing a lot of videos on everybody's phone of the year.
Phone of the year now, man. Yeah.
So I have some thoughts, but we're gonna just go around the room here. We're going around the panel. Next level. First off, I appreciate the hat. I like the hat. I just noticed that. I didn't notice it a minute ago.
Yeah, it's funny. I noticed the hat, but I didn't notice it said Digital Slang on it.
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
I've been looking at the hat the whole time. I was like, man, that hat's smooth,
I'm getting the dazzling boom speaker. Good for you, man.
Oh, nice.
Boom. Thing will blow your house out, blow the windows out of your house. So next level, we'll start with you. What phone is your daily driver right now?
My daily driver is the Samsung. I want to call it the Note 22, but it's not the Note, but it is the Note.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Yeah,
it is. It's the Note.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
So that's 22 Ultra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you have other phones too?
Yeah, I have the Fold 2. I have the S20 Plus and the 20 FE as well.
The S20 FE, that's a good phone.
Okay. Yeah.
S20 FE is a good phone. So do you have a phone? I mean, you're using the S22 Ultra. Is that your favorite phone?
You know what? It's hard because sometimes I catch myself wanting to go back to the S22 or the S20. Sorry,
the S20.
It's funny. So, do you have a reason why? Because I can tell you one of my buddies. Yes.
In the form factor in my hand.
Yes. So. Thank you. Yeah. So, so it was funny because Savage Scientist, he has kind of your same lineup.
Yeah.
And he hit me up. He probably had his Note 22 a month after. And the Note 22 is an unbelievable phone.
Great phone, yeah.
But he goes, man, I'm so glad that you always keep it real, Barry, because he's like, just like you, I think the Note 22 is just a little bit too wide. Mm-hmm. Like the form factor as opposed to like the older Samsungs, So
I just don't think so. There's a couple things for me. So I'm not a huge fan of the curved display. I don't use
Yeah, I know a lot of people are not. Yeah.
I don't use the edge panels. The other thing, I guess from a a clumsy person's perspective, it's a lot cheaper to fix a flat panel display than it is a curved
Oh,
panel.
it really is. Yeah,
Right?
it really. Yeah,
So
correct.
if I'm not using the edge of the screen for anything, then what's the point because I just cracked my screen
Yeah,
on
yeah.
my right, and they want $600 Canadian because I'm in Canada to fix this thing.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, man, to fix
That is a lot of money. It's a lot of
Right.
money.
I could buy a whole FE for that.
Correct.
I could buy a Pixel,
Yeah.
Buy a Note 20 for that.
right?
Yeah.
And it's just something about it. The 20 and the 22 Ultra in the hands, the 20 just feels more durable.
Well, it is. I would say it is a plastic phone.
Yeah.
But I had the red color S20 FE. It's a great device. I still have the
Yeah,
box, and I think about it all the time. Every time I look at the box, I'm like, damn, I
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
I had that phone.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I want a phone for an everyday use, and that would be the S20. And then if I wanted to go out and do like recording or vlogging or things that I can do,
You'd want like a higher end.
I would want the higher end.
Okay, gotcha.
But not everybody's in the position to have two devices on them all the time, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, and Bradley, where's it at? Flat screens are straight screens now.
The reason why I said that, there was a person that wrote an article that was trying to be, we read about it, that was trying to be clever. And we're like, why is he saying straight screens? You know, and it's like, oh, straight versus curved.
Yeah,
You know, instead of just saying flat display.
but I'm in that same group of people.
Oh, I
who-
know you're a flat display guy.
Yeah, flat all
You're a
day.
flat display. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I still use an iPhone, is because
Yeah.
it's flat displays. Like,
So I come from a different angle, right? I think Samsung needs to just go ahead and match their competitor. I know why they do it, right? So if they can get to a point where they can shrink the bezels or make it look as if the bezels are smaller, like they are, the only reason why they're doing it is because it looks more high end. Because
does.
you look, you're hit with screen, you curve it over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think their competitors overseas, their foreign competitors, do a better job with the curve than they do, right? So it's more usable and stuff like that. But I'm with you. Like if my only choice was a Samsung, I would probably prefer a flat display.
yeah, I agree. Now, I will say this about curved displays: the Pixel 7 Pro curved display is much better
Yes.
than, say, the S22 Ultra. Like, it's not as drastic.
It's
of a
not as
curve.
drastic. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of the foreign phones are. So a lot of people were worried about the Pixel when they said the curve, it was going to come off a curved display on the 6 Pro, you know.
Well, the 6 Pro was worse.
Yes, it was. And they got better. No, they made improvements over this generation.
So let's talk about the Pixel 7 Pro real quick, because
Okay.
that is a lot of people's phone of the year. Like Mr. Who's the Boss. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
The Viper called it. his
Viper,
phone of the
it
year.
was his favorite phone of the year. Yeah.
So I'm not in that same category. However,
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm not going to say my favorite phone yet, but it is 1A. Like the Pixel 7 Pro is
1A. Okay.
And then the Pixel 7 Pro is 1A.
Okay.
Like it's
All
right up there. This is what I think we all wanted last year with the Pixel 6.
Correct. We did. Yeah. Like, and this is like, just ignore, just like with the iPhone 14, ignore bugs of the
Yeah.
6. If you just say it was bug free, the Pixel 7, not just looks, when you feel it, you know, Next Level was talking about the feel in the hand and all that stuff. It is way better than the Pixel 6. The Pixel 6 almost feels clunky compared to it,
Yeah,
you know?
it does. They made every single part of the phone better.
Correct.
And the things that were good, they just, or not good, they just fixed. They fixed everything.
Let me ask you, if you're recommending someone to get an Android phone and you can only pick two brands, is it just between Samsung and Google now? Is there any other brands that people are recommending?
Yeah, so for me, it's very simple. So it depends on where they are, right? For me,
that's true.
it's if they're in the U.S., it's believe it or not, it's Pixel and OnePlus.
Wow.
So it's because what it is, you can get them at a really good price point, and a lot of times OnePlus you can get even when they're brand new. It might be like, oh, it's $899, the same price as a Pixel. And it's like, well, why would you get that? Because Pixel has all these call assist features that the OnePlus doesn't have. Well, you can go into T-Mobile, get it for free. You know, there's always some incentive, right? And when I vector off, is, okay, well, do you need a desktop mode? Do you need, some
Right.
more features? All right, well, now you can spend up to the $1,200 price point and get the Note 22 Ultra.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a lot more money though.
It's a lot
that's a
more
lot
money.
of money.
It's a
lot.
lot of money,
Yeah.
So,
Now, saying that, my favorite phone is the S22 Ultra.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It
Cool.
is. I
Yeah.
just I
A
find
little
my
surprised to hear you say that, though. A little bit.
I thought you were going Z Fold 4. I'm glad I didn't blurt that out.
so this thing right here,
Yeah.
I'm returning it.
Okay.
Like,
You think you're just not into foldables, or?
No, I love foldables, but
Okay.
I say this on every generation of foldables. I said it on the 2, the 3, and now the 4. Like, I need this front display to be wider.
I know. I'm with you.
Can't do it.
Sling.
Can't do it.
Sling. I just because it gets costly, right? So I have to kind of eliminate Sony, even though I really want Sony, for my purchases, and I could put them right in there if I could get their 5 series, which is just a step down from the 1. But guess what? The screen is the same size as that Z Fold screen, so I can't buy it.
You can't do it.
I'm like, I can't do it.
I tried when I first got this, and I just got it the other day. I got a good deal for it, but that's if I trade in the S22 Ultra.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sending the S22 Ultra back.
No.
Yeah.
So this is
I
going to
feel
happen. But I took it out of the box. I set it up, started using it. I put my SIM in it. And I have 2 SIMs. I have one in the Pixel 7 Pro right now and one in the iPhone. Well, the eSIM on the iPhone.
Mhm.
But I started to use this and I started to text people and I couldn't text.
Yeah. You're making mistakes and all that
My
stuff.
my hands are too big, and it's
Yeah.
just it's really freaking annoying. And I'm trying to get used to it because the Poets is a big fan of this. There's a lot of
Oh yeah, people. There's a lot of people. Yeah.
Like, everybody is raving about how much better this is than the Fold 3, and for me, it's the same damn phone.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
It's the same phone. So
Yeah.
I like it. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a phone I would use as my main device ever
hmm
until it's wider.
Yeah.
If it was wider, it would be a completely different discussion.
Yeah.
There's,
Go ahead. Next
there's
level.
other companies that are making a better foldable design already.
Yeah.
That have a wider front display.
Yeah, I'm with you. Next level. I don't think you heard this, but I think Slang's heard this. There's a reviewer you probably know. His name is Ford Tech Reviews, and he starts his Z Fold for his first video, and he was like, "Hey, just want to say this." Jay Williams, Barry Johnson, like this is like the first few seconds of the video. Do not buy this phone because the fronts. I know that you have big hands just by watching your videos. You will not have a good experience with this phone. I'm like, well, there you go.
There you go. Certified.
I had to try it, right? All the hype, I had to try it. And with the Black Friday deal, I paid $300 out of pocket for it.
No shit. I'll give you 4.
No,
Wow.
because then then Samsung's gonna charge me $1,000 for the
Oh
S22.
yeah. So you
I
get
don't return.
Yeah.
Evan, what's up, man? How you doing? Jeff in the house. What's good, brother? How you doing, Jeff?
Hey, my fault. I missed you. El
okay.
Jefe. My fault, El Jefe. I'm not trying to be rude.
Tiny, what's up, Tiny? How you doing, man?
I did not see El Jefe in there.
Yeah, he's up there. He is in there. Mark, how you doing, Mark? I hope you are feeling good today. I hope today is a
Definitely.
good day for you.
Definitely.
Steven, all right, what up, Slang and Next Level? Samsungs are the best phones. Yeah, I mean, there's some good and some bad.
They're great. Like I said, I think the Note 22 Ultra is a great phone.
See, I love it. And here's the thing with the S22 Ultra. I'm not using it right now. Like I said, my Pixel 7 Pro is my second phone, and the iPhone 14 Pro Max is I'm stuck with it. We talked about that earlier,
Mhm.
right? Because of eSIM. At some point, I'll go back to the S22 Ultra. But there is something about this device that, right, when we use a device and we set up a device and we set it up a certain way, there are some things. I think it's more of this device is set up perfectly for me to use in every single way.
And that's all we ask for, right? The thing is, like, I've every year like last year, what was the overwhelming choice? It was either 13 Pro Max or was it the S21 Ultra? Probably was it,
Yeah.
And you always have the counter. Oh, well, I don't think the S21 Ultra, just like you see it now, the Pixel 7 Pro. It's about our use case, right?
Yeah.
And how it conforms to us, and that's how we pick.
Yeah.
You know, so
And that's why the Pixel 7 now, the Pixel 7 Pro for me, I do have a bug on it that really bothers me.
yeah.
And I don't know if you've experienced this, but when I'm using the device, and it doesn't matter if, and I have adaptive display off.
Mhm.
So when I'm using the device, all of a sudden, and this happens literally at least once or twice a day,
Wow.
it dims on me. It probably drops to about 50% of the brightness just randomly. Like I'll be watching a YouTube video and it'll just change, or I'll be just scrolling and then it will just change. And the only way to get it back is I have to hit the lock screen and lock
Bring
it,
back.
wake it.
I
and
would hit up Google about that. The reason being is they did put the placement, and I know that's not the normal behavior. They put the placement of the sensor in a different spot. So I remember when I first got it, and I had been using the Pixel 6 Pro like crazy, and that adaptive brightness doesn't respond as quickly as this one, right?
Yeah.
So I remember the first couple times I was like, oh, going into the restroom, I go, let me put this in my pocket, right? And as I'm putting it in the pocket, I'm like, can barely see before I can turn the light
Barely see
on.
it. Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on with this thing, right? And it was because of where I was holding my hand. That's not your thing. It was in a different spot, so I got used to it. So I don't have any issue with what you're talking about where it's random. So I would hit up Google and just say, hey, something's up with mine.
Yeah, and it's to the point where if I'm outside, like indoors, it's fine, whatever. But if I'm outside and there's any sunlight, it's unreadable.
Yeah, no, I would hit them up. Yeah, something's going on wacky with your sensor.
Now that is the only bug. Like everything else.
Yeah, everything. Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm telling you, I didn't get the 14 this year. I decided to wait because it was going to go to my wife this year, but I want to wait for USB-C hopefully next year. But pretty much any phone that I've interacted with this year has been bug free.
Yeah,
That's, Note 20. It has been like just smooth sailing. So
I can. I mean, I will say this: the iPhone. I've had a lot of bugs on the iPhone.
yeah,
but
no, I know a lot of people have. Yeah,
that's the beta, though. That's the beta.
correct. Yeah,
It's expected, right? So
Yeah.
I don't mind it if I choose to sign up for the beta and use the beta, and there's bugs. I can't really complain.
Mhm.
That's kind of what it's there for.
Yeah.
Sean P in the house. What's good, man? How are you? BJ, what up, homie? Hope you are well. Rob Hawk in the house. What's up, man? Jefe says he's been lurking. Hashtag lurk
Yeah,
squad.
yeah, lurk
Lurk
squad.
squad.
Yeah,
So-
sure.
What else? What else? So yeah, the fold, man. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
So I have the Fold 2, and I actually still use it a couple times a week. I actually use it as a tablet because I don't have a tablet right now. But when I used to use it as my daily driver, when it was folded, I would use it for quick responses with voice to text. So I would hit the voice to text button instead of typing, and that's the way that I became familiar with using it as my daily driver. And then when I was sitting down and I was working and I was multitasking, I would open it up and I would use it how it's supposed to be used. But anytime it's folded, I wouldn't try to go through the frustrations of actually typing, just voice to text only.
I mean, that's smart, but I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be forced to use.
Oh
a phone.
yeah, no. I totally agree. I
Yeah,
totally
a different
agree.
way.
I totally agree.
And I tell you what, the voice to text on the S22 Ultra is good. The voice to text on the fucking iPhone sucks. But the voice to text on the Pixel 7 Pro,
Oh, it's next level.
it is
It's game changing. It's
unreal.
game changing.
Unreal.
Yeah. So like I that's one thing I'm going to carry. Like I know how El Jefe, I know kind of how you do your process, but one thing I'm going to try to carry next year is like when I don't have something freely scripted is get better when I have the bullet points
Yeah.
to rattle off. So what I'm doing now as a cheat is like I've got my script and I'm like, oh, I'm going bullet point mode. So I got the introduction and the conclusion and then bullet points.
Yeah.
What I'll do is as I'm reading, I'll have voice to text going. Then I'm, teleprompter's here, Pixel's here,
So
and then
good.
I'm editing it, throwing it back up. You know what I'm
So
saying?
good. It's so good. It's amazing. So, I do want to do more scripted videos because
Yeah.
I do bullet points in my videos, right?
Yeah.
But my scripted videos have always performed better. And I've only done a few, but those few videos have done really, really, good.
Yeah, yeah.
And most of them are all phone videos.
Yeah.
And
Well, see, I noticed with like you and El Jefe, what you guys do that you probably won't give yourselves credit, but when you go off of bullet points, it's very smooth and you're getting a lot of words out, right? Whereas, like, because we even see El Jefe do this live, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, like I know with me, I'm like, okay, no, I need to talk about this,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I need to get better at that. So that's another reason why I try to script is so I can just get in and get out,
Have you tried? So when the ones that I scripted, I actually did one, and this is why we're talking about the Fold that made me think about this, because I used the Fold 3 a few times as a teleprompter, and I used it. I had it set up right under the camera lens, and I was just reading from there, and it looked like I was looking at the lens, and it worked good, and I liked it, and that's another reason why I bought this is I wanted to do more of those videos.
When like you can see your table in your videos.
Yeah.
So when I eventually pull out my table and put this on a tripod, I could try like a folding device to do it. Right now, my teleprompter is smaller. It works with phones because it's closer.
Okay. So it's like right there.
It's right there.
Yeah. My camera, the 6600, is probably, it's a good 5 feet away from me.
Yeah.
But I do like using the teleprompter, but I don't know, man. Scripting, I don't know if I would script things for earbuds and headphones. It would only be other stuff.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
The Hawks, what's good, man? How are you? Thanks for coming through. Derek in the house was good. Peace and greetings to you, my friend. Happy holidays too, guys. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. By the way, any good deals anymore going around? Any good tech?
I haven't seen any. Next Level, have you?
There's been, after Black Friday, I've been noticing some refurbished sales. Some companies are blowing out refurbished products.
Okay.
And so if you didn't catch something at a Black Friday price, you might get an open box or a refurbished deal. So keep an eye out for that.
So I've been looking on Best Buy, because if anybody knows any good Best Buy deals, let me know, because I have $250 in gift cards.
Credit. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, for Best Buy. So I was looking for like a used or open box Z Flip that I can maybe like get for like 600 and then trade in an iPhone 11 for like 250 and then use the cards I have for the rest. No luck.
I'll trade you an iPhone 11 Pro Max for a Z Flip.
I don't have a Z Flip, man.
Well, you find one.
I don't want the 11 Pro Max.
Yeah, that's too
As
funny.
much as I love that phone, that's a great phone. BJ says walking around with the S22 Ultra and the 13 Pro Max using both
It's
wasn't
a good
planned.
combo.
It is a good combo. A great combo. 13 Pro Max is a monster battery life.
God, man, game changer.
I still have it. I still have it downstairs. I'd like to use that and get rid of my 14 Pro Max, but it's too late. Will the S23 Ultra have a Snapdragon sound Bluetooth lossless?
Yeah, so this is nothing has been confirmed or denied at this point. The only hesitation I have, and I'm hoping that this latest push by Snapdragon, like the Summit and all that stuff, will push them over the top. But a lot of times, El Jefe's had to get like an Asus or Xiaomi to get those extra codecs.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if it happened this year. I don't think it will.
Yeah.
They keep talking about it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Tech for your needs in the house was good.
Tech for your needs.
Pixel 7 Pro has been better than the 6 Pro. Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
It's a different phone.
It's a different phone. It looks similar, but it's a different phone.
It's just refined, right?
It's funny because when you say refined, I mean they refined everything.
It's perfectly clean.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Like holding it, it feels
even
like,
helmet.
Yeah. You know what I really love about it, and I saw a video on this too, and I didn't think about it until I watched the video, and I wish I remember the creator that was talking about it. But texting or just just texting or using the keyboard on here, some of the best haptics I've ever felt. It almost feels like there's actual travel to the keys when I push them.
Yeah. No, they go ahead.
It's not just going to be the look or the feel or the form factor of the Pixel devices. Google's been working very hard on the operating system. And
Correct.
across all of their devices, I'm talking about their TV devices, their phones, they're making the operating system perform in a way where it's more modern. So let's say you have an update that comes to your phone, instead of installing directly over top and flashing the whole operating system, if it was going from, let's say, 13 to 14,
Mm-hmm.
it actually replaces the files in the certain folders.
Yes.
And that saves bandwidth, that saves so much time. Where they're going with their optimizations with software is, I think they're leading the pack going into the next year.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
It's a damn good phone. Speaking of Pixel,
King Pixel.
King Pixel in the house. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Doing
What'd you
well.
misplace, bro? You misplaced something.
I'm looking for my Pixel, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's behind me.
So we've already talked about it, but now that you're here, and I want to ask you, I know your answer for top phone of the year, so forget about the Pixel.
Mm-hmm.
If you were not using the Pixel 7, what would you be using?
Xiaomi,
Which device?
Xiaomi or Vivo. If it's Xiaomi, it would be, I want to say, I guess it's the 12S Ultra,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because the 13 isn't out right now. So I would say either the 12S Ultra, or I would have the Vivo X80 Pro Plus.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say Xiaomi S12 Ultra.
Okay.
I got to get more into that. You two, especially with these phones from overseas, man.
Yeah.
I know there's some good ones, but did I see that? What phone is getting released globally soon? The folding phone. It's Flip. It's Flip, isn't it?
You talking about the Razr, or which one are you talking
Oh
about?
no, there's something else. I just saw
So you're talking about the Oppo Flip?
the Find N2 or
Find
something.
N2. I don't know if it's gonna be global though.
I watched the video on it today.
Oh,
They
it said it's gonna be global. Oh
yeah,
wow, that's
it's
gonna be
a
cool.
global launch.
That's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's gonna be ridiculous.
I can't wait for that.
Oh heck yeah. That to me, that's my favorite form factor in a foldable.
Yeah, that's the smaller one, right?
Yeah, it's a smaller one, but it's got a
Yeah.
real usable front screen.
Yeah, because it's wide enough. That's all.
Yes,
they
it's wide. That's I don't know what. Like I said, all I can do is give feedback. You know, so
Samsung, if you're listening, just make it a little wide.
that's all. Yeah, like I don't. You know, like to me, the Fold 4 cameras are good enough. Like I'm not
Agreed.
one of those that is. Oh, it's got to have the flagship cameras. I'm paying. Dude, just make me a wider screen.
Yeah, I mean the Fold 4 cameras are better than the Fold 3 and the Fold 2. Like, they're-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
Fold 4
much-
to me, I think I like. So me personally, I like them better, except for the zoom. I like them better than what I see on my S22 Ultra, and I love the S22 Ultra.
yeah, S22 Ultra has a great camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like when we talk about flagships now, $1,800, $1,200, $1,100, even phones that are cheaper than that, cameras are at a place right now where they're just pretty good at
They're
across the
really
board.
good. They're really good.
on any phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good.
On any phone. Rob Van Dam in the house. What's good, man? How are you? Hi, Slang. Hi, Rob. Didn't I say hi to you already? I think I did. But hi again. Hey, what phone do you recommend for the enhanced sound feature?
So El Jefe responded to him. Asus Zenfone 9. If he has to buy right now,
That's the one that he has, doesn't it?
that's the one. Yeah, that's the one he has. Yeah. That was the reason why he had to get it, because he wanted all the features, right?
Yeah, for the headphone jack too.
So, yeah.
You know, the first Asus phone that I had an Intel CPU in it.
Wow.
Which one was that again? Do you remember?
The Zenfone 2.
Zenfone 2. Oh wow. Wow.
And that was the only reason I bought it. I was like, Intel makes mobile CPUs? I don't see it anywhere else. Let me try it. It's trash.
Yeah.
Phone was trash.
That's not surprising. Tex Feeney says he's loving his 14 Pro Max. Yeah, I agree. My main number is still on the 14 Pro Max, and it's been great. And I'm happy to say it does not give me headaches.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I haven't experienced PVM on the 14 Pro
Okay. Okay.
or PWM, whatever it was.
Yeah, PWN. Yeah.
Typing this on a 2020 Razor. Good for you. Can't help it, but I like using this as my third device. Okay.
All right.
Ivan's not playing, man.
Yeah, I can't go with 3 devices. Good for you, though. Who else? By the way, are you guys using, say you have 2 devices with 2 numbers, are you using the same carrier for both devices?
I am.
So yeah, I can go. You are. What about you, Nexel?
I'm not.
Okay. So I've got a work sim, and then I have a personal sim, both for T-Mobile.
Okay.
I do have a Verizon sim that kind of says something that's work, but I actually have on eSIM on my work phone. I've got a US Mobile or Verizon eSIM. So
Is that the same? Is that US Cellular? Is that the same thing?
it's US Mobile. So US Mobile is a small MVNO. So it's not a separate carrier like US Cellular, and they piggy off of T-Mobile or Verizon towers. So they had a cyber. The reason why I went with them, they had a Cyber Monday deal that you got 100 days for free.
What is that picture he's got up there?
That's Beetlejuice.
Oh,
isn't
that's this is you should know slang. This is
Is that Beetlejuice?
That's from
Nate from
Half Baked.
Half Baked, Nasty Nate.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Nasty Nate.
Man, what do you mean I should know? Hold on. What do
Oh
you
yeah,
mean
why
I
would
should
it?
know?
Yeah.
How would I know that?
I thought you like Half Baked. I thought you liked that.
I do. It's a great movie. Half Baked is a
That's
great
why I
movie.
was like, you should know.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, Nasty Nate. You know, next time I come to you, I want some cocktail.
I do want to
so-
do that thing.
Wait, can I address Wade C? I know we're kind of behind, but
Yeah.
can I address Wade C? So Wade, real quick, I get where you're coming from. Do you have One UI 5 on it now?
Yeah, there was a big update that came out.
Yeah, so One UI 5 doesn't make it as snappy as the Z Fold 4, but it's much snappier than the older release. So that was one of my knocks on the S22 Ultra, that I wouldn't call it laggy, but like when I had a OnePlus 10 Pro and a Pixel that was just screaming at that point. Pixel had all those updates. And when I would go to my S22 Ultra, there was a definite difference. So I was feeling like what Wade was feeling.
So just to answer Slang's question, he was asking if both my devices are on the same carrier. So earlier this year, I don't know if you guys seen the Canadian news, but there was one telecom provider that pretty much shut down the whole country. It was Rogers up here in Canada, and they went down. And because most of the commercially used businesses ran off of their cell networks and their internet, all of our banks were down, our e-transfers were down, every store was down, like everything was down across the whole country. And because of that, I will not use the same.
That's smart. You need redundancy.
I have different places that I work out of, and they both use different telecom providers. I have 2 different cell phones. They both use 2 different telecom providers. I'm not doing it.
That's smart
Yeah.
though. If one
That's
goes
very
down,
smart. You still have. Yeah.
I'm doing the same. I'm using T-Mobile for my main one, and I have Mint. I like to try some of the smaller companies, so I'm trying.
Yep.
So far, so good.
At the same time, though, like it's good to use different providers because you can do speed tests on 2 different phones at the same location and see how their network actually is depending on where you are.
Correct.
Yeah. Steven says Soundcore Q45 is $99 with $50 coupon. That's a good deal. Good deal, man. Tim says smack those thumbs up. Yes, sir. Get through some of these comments. Samsung has their own codec. This is why I doubt Samsung will get aptX lossless. They want to push SSC instead.
Well, but Apple has the same thing. Like Apple devices have their own spatial audio codecs, and a lot of people who are moving from outside the Apple ecosystem are looking for things like DTX and like Dolby surround sound. And the Apple products don't have that, but they have their own surround sound codec. So it's like if you're going with a lot of these big companies, you may as well just join the whole ecosystem.
Well, there are a lot of other companies now that have implemented spatial audio into their earbuds, and some of them actually do it better than Apple at this point. You do. I don't want to butcher your name. Yehuda. Yeah, it's so much better. What is so much better? I'm enjoying the One More Sono Flow. Get good for you, man. They're good headphones. Good headphones. I have them right there, actually. LaShawn, I got something here for you too, by the way.
Uh-oh. All right.
Hey, what? Make yourself big, sir. Make yourself big.
It's a little monitor, man. It's a
Make
monitor.
yourself big for me,
You want
sir.
me? You want to see it? You wanna
Yeah.
see it?
Make
All right,
yourself big, sir. Pause. Hey.
Hey, lapel. Okay.
sir.
All right,
Thank
nice.
you, sir.
Is that a portable monitor?
Yeah.
It is.
How much you want for that?
Well,
No.
No.
they sent me two.
No.
They sent me one to give away. So LaShawn needs one.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes. Because Slane
only
been
one.
getting on me about my monitor, sir.
I've only been getting on you because I'm going to send you one.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna hook you up with the second one. They gave me one to give away, so I know you need one. I'm gonna give it to you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna review this one, and then next level, you can buy this one if you want.
All right, deal.
El Jefe in the house.
I
El
have
Jefe, congrats by the way on 90K.
Yes, Mr. 90K, man. Killing it.
to put in that work.
I know, right, Hefe? No.
He'll be
Yeah, but
he'll be
congrats.
getting that flag very soon.
I want to be like Hefe.
Yes.
Yeah. Smokey is lying. Looking for an open style to replace my current favorite Buds Live. Which do you recommend? If you have the money, the AirPods 3, man. AirPods 3 are fantastic. Soundpeats Air 3 Deluxe HS, nothing ear sticks or any Soundpeats over the nothings, but the nothings are good too, man. But they're if you can get them for a good price, but if you have the money, just get the AirPods 3. I don't even bother with anything else. AirPods 3 are really good. The fact that my Pixel 6 updates in the background while I continue using it as normal, and when it's done, reboot and it's all good.
Hey.
How's
Hey,
does anybody, I don't have the Pixel 6 anymore. Is
you
it
got
finally better?
Oh man, the Pixel 6 Pro has been better for a long time. Like it's been fire.
It's been better for
Yeah,
us.
it's just to me, like I said, the 7 Pro is just a much better experience. So like,
Much
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Way better.
I mean, it's a great phone. Like, don't get me wrong. It's just like the feel in the hand. Even like the way they curve the screen, all that stuff is better on the 7 Pro.
Yeah, it's such a slight curve. I love it. I do like it a lot. And it's the perfect, like, who was saying before about the width of the S22?
Yeah, me. Yeah,
It's
so
not-
I
it's not
think
as wide.
it's not as wide. That
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
I-
as wide.
like I said, I think that's the reason why. Like when the first Vivo that I tried, I was like, wait a second, man, they're on to something. And Xiaomi was doing the same thing. They were going for this same width, and I looked up the older Samsungs, like the S10, S20. I'm like, why did Samsung make a change? They had it.
Yeah.
They had the right form factor.
They do. I mean, height-wise, they're basically, well, S22 Ultra is a little bigger height-wise, but
Yeah, yeah.
width-wise, I mean, it feels completely different in the hand.
Correct. Yeah.
Completely different.
Oh, and by the way, since you're holding up the S22 Ultra,
Yeah.
Google let me know this morning. They're like, we received your Ultra. Then they're like, we'll be inspecting it soon. So a couple hours later, they're like, we've inspected it. We'll credit your merchant. And then I would say maybe 3 hours after that, my merchant had been credited. I was like, yes.
Nice. Nice. Where we at? If
Oh, yeah. Slick.
done,
Yeah.
done with the Samsung, screw the S22 Ultra. I'm going to trade it in for the S22 Ultra as soon as it's. I mean, I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah. And Wade, I think you'll see a better experience with One UI 5, but I think you're going to be blown away by the S23 Ultra. If you're having issues with it's gone. Trust me on that now.
Yeah, I don't have lag on mine.
It's just like, I think when you come from other phones, it's not as peppy. So I don't think it's really a lag. It's just not as peppy as the
Is
other
it because
phones.
of animations or is it
I
just
think it's part of the animations. Yeah. So if you were following like the beta, it almost looks like, especially if you have a Z Fold 4 that was on the beta or One UI 5, it's almost like they were like, hey, let's go ahead and grab some of these pixel animations. Like, and it made everything feel better, right? So
I go in, you guys know this, I shut off all my animations, like completely shut them off.
yeah, I know you do. Yeah. So you feel you know,
It's snappy as hell for me.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if a lot of people know, but there's actually in your quick settings, there's a toggle for faster processing.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
sometimes people have that off. I'm just like,
Yeah.
use the
Yeah, and I think the
phone.
latest update with because there's a lot of people that were like, oh, my battery life is getting really good all of a sudden on their updates, and that toggle was on by default where it was using the slowest processing.
Oh, wow.
So yep.
The camera lag is so bad on the S22 Ultra compared to the 13 Pro Max. I never paid attention. Yeah, it has gotten better though.
It's gotten better, but yeah, it's definitely different. Yeah.
You think it's bad now? You should have seen it a year or two ago.
Mhm.
Like you could take a picture, and then I could probably run in front of the camera and get in the picture.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, you're
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Wade says, no doubt in the lag. I just can't do iPhone, man, and probably rocking a Xiaomi if I could hook it up to Verizon. Yeah, I think a lot of
Oh
us,
yeah, I know. A lot of people would. Yeah.
Yeah. I would too, for sure. Anything weed related, Smokey uses it, sir. That's true. It's true. I will wait. My main phone is 14 Pro Max. 14 Pro Max is legit beast.
It's a legit. Yeah, it's a legit phone, man.
It is a good phone. Rogers. That was the name of it? Rogers?
Rogers, yeah, Rogers was on. Yeah.
UI5. Yes, I do have the UI5.
Wow.
Got it about 2
Okay.
weeks ago. No doubt and approved, but man, ever since
Okay.
I took away the SD card,
Yeah, you just wait for the S23 Ultra. I think because there's the Z Fold 4 still is smoother than the S22 Ultra.
I just can't do it, man.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I want to. I want to love it. I want to love it. Next level, give me $2,000. I'll send it to you.
Hey,
I'll
I'm
take-
wearing a free hat that I got from you, and you're asking me
Hey.
for $2,000?
I'll take $2,000 in Bitcoin.
Hey,
$2,000 in Bitcoin. Canada really screwed the pooch on that one. Yeah, it definitely sounds like Monopoly.
so Derek Crocker had a question, Slang, that you probably can answer.
What is that,
Does
Bob?
the S Pen for the Fold 4 function like the Ultra 22?
I don't have the S Pen for the Fold 4.
Okay.
And if you did, you would lose it, wouldn't you?
Well, that's why I won't buy. If it's not part of the phone, I don't.
You're
want
not gonna, yeah, because I'm the same way. I'll lose.
it. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want it. Savage in the house. What's good, man? How are you? Josh, what's up, brother? Hope you're feeling well, Josh. I saw you have the Rona. I hope you and the wife
Oh yeah,
are
better,
doing
Josh.
better
Yeah.
and feeling
I
okay.
have a question for you guys.
up?
Best camera on a phone is what phone?
Yeah. So yeah.
Are we talking about photos or are we talking about video? Because they're different.
Okay. However you choose to answer it, I have a follow-up question. So you can pick
Yeah.
video or you can pick photo,
Yeah.
but there's a follow-up question to this one.
Well, LaShawn, you can start this one. I'm going to go through the comments while you guys talk about this.
Well, I have to say the only phone I tried has been a Pixels lately, so I'm gonna have to go with Pixel for me.
So for me, yeah, this is tough. All right. So and I guess too where I'm trying to pick my phone of the year. I can pull good photos out of a lot of phones, right? Probably my favorite phone to take photos with is the
This is so subjective.
it's probably it is. So it's probably my favorite phone to take photos with is the 12S Ultra. I probably like the video on the 12S Ultra in a lot of cases better. But the thing about the Vivo's a beast too, and the Google's a beast. But the thing about one of the things that I rate highly on, and I know some people don't care because in a dark environment you can put lights on and all that stuff. But out of all the phones in my dark environment, the Xiaomi like grain is just it's like it just says we're not introducing grain to your video. It's just incredible. It's tough for me. I've got like 3 phones that I it's hard for me to pick between.
Because there are phones that do better at video.
They do better at videos. They do it better at certain types of videos.
And
They
that's
do
what I was-
better. Yeah, no, they do better at human photos. They do better at So like to me, the Pixel, like if you put in the selfie, like to give you an example, if I was a guy starting out a YouTube channel, all I could do was afford a phone, and I had to use a phone in my office, I would pick the Pixel 7 Pro. Color accuracy is ridiculous. If they're like,
it-
oh,
it-
well, I'm gonna do outside, I would tell them to do iPhone, right? If they need a mix of all, like both, I would say go like Xiaomi or Vivo. You know, if they have to go both in and outdoor. So it's tough.
Is there a reason why you didn't mention any Apple products at all?
No,
You
I
did.
just did. I did. So like if you're doing vlogging, I really like you're just like, oh, I'm gonna set up a vlog channel.
Right.
Just get an iPhone.
Right.
But if you need to go where you're inside of the studio and outside, I'd probably lean towards a Xiaomi and a Vivo because they do both of them very well.
Right.
You know. So
So, Sean, I just had to leave this comment up real quick from BJ, just in case you didn't see it.
I can't, sir.
In case you
oh,
didn't.
that's too funny.
It's
I
hard
believe
for
it
me
up.
So-
right now.
My follow-up question: if somebody could spend the same amount for a phone that has the best camera, whatever way you want to take it, video or picture, but wanted to spend the same amount of money on getting the best phone and then a separate camera for the same budget.
Yes, yeah, I know. Yeah, so in that case, I probably, and it's just because of how they price. So like if I'm in the US, how they
Yeah.
price themselves out, I would probably tell people to get Pixel 7 and a separate camera.
Okay.
And if I was overseas, I probably would tell them to get
Hold on, before you answer
Yeah.
that, is there a budget for? Do you have a budget?
Oh
for,
yeah, do you have a budget? Yeah, do you have a
For
budget?
both camera.
So let's say you said, I don't know, the best camera on the market was the Samsung S22 Ultra, and the price of that phone is $1,200.
Okay.
So then your $1,200 would be your budget
Oh, for
Okay.
both. For
and
both.
both.
the
Okay.
camera.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so in that case, I probably would do
Not much.
this is what I would do. I would probably tell them to look at Pixel 6a and a refurbished Canon M50. That's what I would tell them.
Hey,
Yep.
M50 game.
I'm going A6600 refurbed.
But how are you going to get that for that? You can get it for
on
that.
eBay. I can get it used on eBay for
Oh,
maybe
okay. Used on
eBay.
eBay.
maybe
Okay.
900.
Okay.
Maybe
9.
900.
What? Wait a minute. How much?
Yeah, but then you would have. Oh yeah, that's true. Then you would have like you would have to get the Pixel 6a on sale or something like that.
Well, $299 for the Pixel 6.
yeah.
How much is that?
It's back to $449 right now.
Oh well, then we're screwed. I'd get the 60. But you can get the A6400.
You get the A6400. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Which somebody was I think it was EPOS was selling his A6400 and the lens for $700.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Savage, it is not a touch screen. Oh snap! Sean got a wood grain in the
You
back.
like that? Yeah, you like that, Savage?
Hey, you notice it, huh, Savage? I need to change the lighting.
Well, you can change it from your phone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, 90K, bro. That plaque is coming.
Yeah, that plaque is on the way.
Assad says, Slang, I have a 14 Pro Max. Not feeling it anymore, though. What do you recommend? S22 Ultra or Pixel 7 Pro?
Pixel
I
Pro.
would go Pixel 7 Pro.
Yeah, just so you can save some money. You can save a few $100s, man.
You can save a lot of money.
Yeah, Pixel 7 Pro is a great phone.
Because here's the thing. What phone did he say he had?
The
iPhone 14 Pro Max.
Pro Max, right? So if he sold that, he could pocket like half the money, get the 7, and then save for the next better device.
Correct.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
It's
Definitely good.
Yeah, because they're all coming soon. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Even though the S22 Ultra is a great phone, it's still very expensive.
mhm.
You're comparing that to the 7 Pro. Really been tempted to grab the SoundPeats Mini Pro HS. They're on Amazon for
Oh,
$50,
okay.
but can't do it till one of you guys drop a review on. And side note, hope all who see this are well and healthy. Thanks, brother. I hope you are too. I hope you are too. Do I have a review on that? I think I do. I don't think they're called the Mini Pros though. I'll have to look. Yeah, but I don't like animation. Animations suck. They get turned off on every Android device I own forever. Forever. Trying to catch up here. Does the S Pen for the fall? This is one we talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one we talked about. Yeah.
Peak smartphone. You guys think we're at peak smartphone? I don't
Nope.
think.
I don't think we are.
Nah.
I think that there's still a lot of features that need to be tweaked. And like, for instance, I wanted a smartwatch for the longest time, I got a smartwatch, and then I realized that I don't want a smartwatch yet. So
Which watch did you get?
I got the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4,
Okay.
and then I actually decided to stop using that, downgrade to a Fitbit, right? Like a $70 Fitbit, because the features that I wanted the Fitbit had and all the other features that I wanted to use, I don't think they're refined enough yet in the Android market, right? So I don't think it's ready for me to make that purchase and use it as a daily driver yet, so I'm not going to spend that money. But if we look at certain features like the camera on the S22 Ultra, it's good. It's a great camera, but it's got some what do I want? Like gimmicky features, like the 100x zoom. There's
It's just a moon camera.
it's a
Yeah.
moonshot. Like
Yeah.
you know, the cliche term, it's a moonshot. That's
Yeah.
all I do with that thing. When
Yeah.
Slang met me in Niagara Falls, we took a picture from Niagara Falls of the CN Tower in Toronto,
Yeah.
and it looked like an oil painting. But I mean, you
Yeah.
could tell it was
Yeah.
Toronto.
But it wasn't like
It's basically a feature of like a toy.
It's
So-
yes.
Like a
It's
toy.
not a real. So next level. We are so on the same page. So you don't know how many times I'll see, people review like the cinematic modes on all the phones, and they'll set up like, okay, oh, this looks good. Yeah, that's fine. But with my mirrorless camera, I can move everywhere I want, and I've
Yeah.
got that background blur. I can actually use it. So I'm not expecting myself to just be like a robot, right? So I need more refinement in that area.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this is actually why I asked you guys that question about the camera separate and the phone,
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
with
yeah.
my life right now and my tech, I'm actually starting to separate everything.
Yeah.
So I started to do some vlogs, and I decided to buy a separate camera for vlogs instead of using my cell phone. So I'm not relying on my cell phone for my camera as much as I used to, because
Yeah.
now I have an action cam, right?
Yeah.
So when I remove the camera from cell phones, they're all pretty much on par for the average person who's not trying to video edit on the phone, let's say. Like if you're not rendering projects or not doing anything crazy, and you know how to tweak the software on different smartphones, they generally perform roughly the same when it comes to speed.
Mhm.
Depending on how the operating system is set up and how comfortable you are with them, you can do the same tasks.
Correct.
So that's where I'm at now, where it's like I'm starting to separate my
Mhm.
tech, and I feel like I kind of want to wait until they perfect certain features before I drop another $1,200 on a device.
Oh no, hey, that's great.
So what
That's-
are you using right now for a camera?
Camera for what? Like right now?
So
what do you-
vlogging, he's using the action camera, but go
yeah.
ahead.
So I have an action cam for my vlogging.
Okay, it went DJI. All right.
That's a DJI. Now this
It's a
one,
new one, right?
it's the new one. It's I bought this because of what they said they're going to do in the future, not for what it does right now.
Yeah. So
That's-
the 10-bit and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes, because right now the GoPro is better than the DJI. Hands down,
Correct.
it is.
Yeah. It
Right.
is.
Right now for the live stream, I'm actually using a webcam. I'm not using a real camera.
Mm-hmm.
This is Brio, the Logitech.
Yeah,
Brio.
Brio's a great camera.
It's a great camera. A lot of
yeah.
people think it's like an actual camera.
Yeah.
So as long as you have good lighting, you're great.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just those and my phones.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah,
virtual background, by the way?
Of course. Did you
Yeah,
think I'm up against a brick wall.
Yeah.
You just put my hands up, like
Yeah, so I'm with you. I've gotten to the point now that in my studio I use all cameras, right? But it's rare that I take them outside. Pretty much every shot from the outside on my channel is with a camera.
Yep.
I mean with a phone.
With a phone. Yep. Same here. Same here. If I'm doing anything outside, it's with a phone. Anything
Yeah.
indoors is the camera. Well, I take that back. B-roll and product shots are from an iPhone.
Yeah, if it's product shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the where I would change is if I had a dedicated vlog, right? If I was doing vlogs, but most of the time on my channel, if I'm vlogging outdoors, it's with the people are wanting to see the camera that the phone that I'm actually talking about.
for sure.
What do you have, LaShawn? What's your camera?
I have two. I have the M50 Mark II, and I have the regular M50.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Canon.
Canon.
Michael says maybe Mi 11 Ultra at $600. Are you allowed to pick phones from a generation ago? Oh, generation.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, the Mi 11 Ultra is a great phone.
I do like older phones. And I guarantee you, when the new OnePlus phone comes out, that's probably when I'll buy the OnePlus 10 Pro.
Okay, all right. Cool.
Yeah. Probably. Maybe. I'm still looking at another 8 Pro or a 9 Pro. I still love those devices.
Those are great devices.
No eyes.
Yeah, I was looking for a 9 Pro again today. Once that money hit the account, I was like,
they're good, dude. They're so good. Richie says, OLED Dents open ear headphones. Could these be used for gaming? I have problems with in-ear earbuds. I have AirPods Pro and AirPods 3. But the 3s don't stay in well. Oh, well, look, I can't really answer you on fit because fit is so different for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about those headphones, actually. I haven't tried them. So unfortunately, I cannot help you with that. Gaming headphones, I use the EPOS H6 Pro. They have an open back version and a closed back version. And I dropped a video on the closed back version, and I love them. Love them. It's the only ones I use. I have the wireless Xbox ones too that Microsoft made. I'll never use them again.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Unless the ones the EPOS break.
Right.
Cyclone says, well, I almost missed my chance to chill. Yeah. I mean, you are a little late, though. You are a little late.
Mm-hmm.
Tech Right. What's up, man? How you doing? Another dope creator, guys. Check out Tech Right.
Tech Right.
Drops a lot of good content. I lurk all the time. Tech Right. I'm a lurker. Mark says, I bought a Motorola Edge 2022 with 512 gigs of storage for half price.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, that's a real good deal.
I was looking at that today, too.
I need a deal at Best Buy. Somebody's got to find me a deal at Best Buy.
That's what I was looking for. Hey, if I find one, I'll send it to you.
I need it, man. I need it. I got so many gift cards, and I'm getting more gift cards for Christmas for Best Buy because that's all I asked for my family. So it is all good. But we're going to wrap it up here we've been streaming for an hour. We're going to wrap it up in about 15 minutes. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Barry, did you say your phone of the year?
I didn't say. So I'm still debating. So right now it's, and the only reason why I would have 3, but the only reason why I'm kind of knocking out the Vivo is just because of the luxuriousness of the Xiaomi 12S Ultra. Like as far as camera system, I could, it's got a better sensor in the Xiaomi, but I can pull great stuff with so right now it's between the Pixel 7 Pro and the 12S Ultra. And I don't think I'll be able to pick between those.
Really? You can't pick, huh?
I don't think I'll be able to pick between those, because I like them both for, different reasons,
How are we going to get LaShawn to pick a different phone? How are we going to get him to try a different phone?
Well, he'll be trying next year. So basically what I'm going to be doing, so you guys know Juan Bagnell. He gets so many things, right?
Yeah.
So I just did a bad job, and I'm going to try to coordinate it, the stuff that he's being sent, like because he'll send me the phones.
Right.
So my thought process is when I'm getting stuff, I will be sending them to Juan, and then Juan will send them to LaShawn, and then LaShawn will send them to Easy, and they'll come back to me. Gotcha. And that way there's and that way there's a steady dose of different things on our channels.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
That's great, man.
But Slang, I did pick a different device as the phone of the year one year. Barry, no.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What phone was
the
that?
Mi 11.
It was the Xiaomi Mi 11.
Last year?
Yeah.
It's because you couldn't pick the Pixel 6's phone a year because it was.
No. It was before last year. It was the year before.
It was the year before. Yeah, because it was Pixel 5.
It wouldn't have been the Pixel 5 either. It wouldn't have been.
The Pixel 5 was a great phone for us. For us. But the Xiaomi. Oh yeah. Xiaomi was just ridiculous.
Okay, real quick. Since we're talking about it, best budget device of the year this year. Favorite budget device we'll say pick a price point. Say under.
Well, can I do US and can I do US and overseas? Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's around the same price.
Yeah. So budget device in the US to me was the Pixel 6a. Mm-hmm. Outside of, and I'm only gonna go. There's like a tie, but I'm only gonna go with the Realme. So there's a Realme. Neo GT3, one of the
Yes.
best gaming phones that you can get, has a great camera sensor. And then you had the K50 Pro by Xiaomi, and they're both cheap, like 300 something bucks.
Yeah.
One of the best gaming phones that you can get. It didn't have as good of a camera system, but it had iPhone 13 Pro battery life. So it'd be those two over there. What about you, next level?
Sean P. I waved off Sean P.
I haven't really tested out a lot of phones.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's hard for me to say budget, and it's hard for me to say my best phone of the year because I've never actually used an Apple product and I've never actually used a Pixel. So I actually really wanted this year to get. This is the first year that I've really wanted to get a Pixel and an iPhone.
Okay.
Both of them. This is the first year. Like, it's just watching everything that they were doing. I really wanted to get those devices, just because of my past experiences with phones. If I had to go budget right now, I'd probably go with the S22 FE. Like, it's still not a bad phone at a cheap price point. If you're familiar with the Samsung ecosystem, it just makes it an easy transition. But that's just because I don't have a lot of experience with other phones.
Okay. Yep.
See, I have a problem. For me, if I have to buy like a quote unquote budget phone, I like you, Barry. I haven't used the ones from overseas, so I'm going with the Pixel 6a. But you guys know this about me. I would not buy a budget device. I would buy an older flagship.
Correct.
From,
Yep.
Right.
right. Like I would spend that $500-600 on whatever, S21 Ultra or
Yeah.
something older and flagship.
Yeah. Correct.
One thing I'm disappointed about my Pixel 7 Pro is the video quality. Thought it would be way better, just can't use it for filming. It's better than the 6, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Did the Note Ultra, the 20, did that have a flat screen?
No.
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 What was the last Note with a flat screen?
We're going back, I think, to the Note 5.
Yeah.
Maybe even the 7. I think the Note 7 had it. I think the Note 7
That's
was
too
a
far.
flat display.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's too
Yeah.
far.
I'm pretty sure it was a Note 7. Or the Note, what is it, Fan Edition?
Yeah, fan edition. Yeah.
Yeah, Tech Right, no problem, man. Got to check out Tech Right's channel, dope creator. Send showing a V60.
No.
Oh, that's hilarious, Sean P.
No, I don't want it.
I've heard good. He's heard good things about it, man.
Return to sender.
But yo, I just got this little phone in. This is the Jelly 2E
Oh,
from Unihertz.
yeah.
So I'll be dropping a video on this thing next week. This
Nice.
thing is like this. It's so tiny. It's got almost the same size display as the old iPhones.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're exactly talking about.
Because the older ones, I think, were 3.5 inch. This is 3, so a little smaller, but still.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, how would somebody? It's again, this is like a toy, right? Nobody's going to use that as their daily driver.
No, they're not.
Yo, I'd punish my kid and switch a SIM to it and be like,
You should just do it. You should do better in school, or this is what you're getting for a new phone.
Hey, are you ready for that jelly?
Tech Right says, I love the FE series. Very simple and has everything you need. Yeah.
yeah.
They're good phones, man. Really good phones. Michael says, I thought there were no S22 FE. If I had to choose between the S20 FE and S21 FE, I would actually go with the S20. That way you can get expandable storage, a charger, and better thermals and battery. S20 FE is a fantastic device. We were talking about this earlier in the stream.
Mm-hmm.
You said you still have the S20 FE?
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes back and forth with it.
Yeah, it's a really good device for sure.
My bad. There is no S22 FE. My
Yeah,
bad.
you're. I thought you were just saying the 21 FE. So.
Yeah. My bad.
Are you ready for that jelly?
Mm.
I felt weird saying that just now. I didn't. I
No,
wish
that's
I
fine.
didn't read your
Are
comment.
you ready?
Well, you can always end it with a pause.
Yeah, I wish I didn't read that.
The Note 10 is a really good device. That Note
It
10
is. It is.
The Note 10 Plus is one of my favorite devices of all time, and that video that I dropped on the Note 10 Plus is my best video of the year.
Wow.
That
Best
actually
video
might
by
be
far.
a good combination. Like if you went with a Note 10 and then got a really nice camera,
Mm-hmm.
like that would be a good combination too.
Mm-hmm.
Note 10 Plus is. I love that device. Love it. Love it. Michael says I often recommend people that are looking at an A53 to consider the S20 FE instead. Absolutely. I know Barry hates the A53.
Oh, can't stand the A53.
Yeah. Evan, good night, brother. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah.
All right,
appreciate it.
Evan. Have a good one.
Now, not the Note 10, Sean, though. The Note 10 Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus. I wouldn't use the Note 10.
Yeah.
Even for the S22 Ultra, it was kind of overkill. Yeah, definitely. Still rocking my Note 3. Is that true? You rocking a Note 3? If you are, I'm
How's
proud
your
of you.
battery even still?
I'm very proud of you if you're still rocking a Note 3. My first Note device was a Note 4. I was in love with that device. And when I got it, I was disappointed because they still had the micro SIMs. They didn't have the nanos. So I couldn't go from the iPhone back then
Yeah.
do that without going to it. I mean, I could have done it if I went to T-Mobile, but I just didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
Still the daily driver, yeah. Such a good device, man. I love it too. Michael says I have my Note 9, which is a fantastic device, by the way. My sister still uses a Note 9. I didn't know this, but I went over their house for Thanksgiving. My brother-in-law is rocking the S22 Ultra, and my sister is using the Note 9 still.
Yeah.
I love the capacitive fingerprint sensor, the headphone jack. Yeah, RIP the headphone jack. And I only paid $200. Yeah, and you could probably get it even cheaper now than $200.
Mm-hmm.
I just grabbed the Techniques AZ40s because the rose gold was on sale. Hope it's good like the AZ60s in sound. I haven't reviewed them, so I can't tell you. TechRight says, hi, S20 FE is a much better deal than the A53. A53 I recommend only for prepaid trade-in deals. Nice. Only if I could run VMware on my S22 Ultra. Speaking of, we talked about this the other day. You had mentioned, who was it? You that mentioned it about the VPN on the Pixels?
Yes.
Soon as you mentioned that, I went in
It popped in.
and it was available.
Okay, so did you go into Google One?
I went into Google One, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And
And
are
it
you
was right
subscribed
there.
to Google One? Are you subscribed to Google?
I am now.
Okay.
So you got the 2 titty bite? Isn't that what it is? The titty?
Yeah, you got to
titty
pay.
bite?
I forget what I paid for it. Was it $20 a month or something? I forget.
Yeah.
I thought it was $10 a month.
It might be
Check.
10.
It's
I didn't
only
really look.
$10, so I could
Probably 10,
do
but they
that,
would charge digital more. You know, I would.
Yeah. So,
He said,
It's Canadian money, so it always looks like it's
Whoa,
more.
whoa, whoa.
That fake monopoly money.
let me check.
Not my main
because
phone.
it
Yeah,
it
but
could be.
VPN works good, and it'll give us it'll tell you when it's on, when it's off, when it's running. It always comes up. It's not my main phone. I basically bought it as a toy. It's really the only phone with an S Pen and a headphone jack that you
Yeah,
can
2
get.
terabytes, $10 a month.
$10. All right. I get technically the Note 10 Lite. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Note 10 Lite. It has both, but it's Exynos. So you know it's a forgotten Note that nobody ever talks about?
The one that blew up.
Well, no. It's a fairly recent device, but you never hear anybody talk about it. And it's because of what the price point was at launch.
You talking about the Note 10?
The Note 20.
Oh yeah.
The Note 20 came out with 2 different models.
That's right. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
The Note 20. Yeah,
The Note 20, the plastic
the
Note
plastic
20.
one. Correct.
That was $1,000 at launch. I bought it. I bought the green one just to try it out, and it had a flat display on it too. Oh yeah, I sold it to you. That's right. I sold it to you. That's right. It is a great phone.
Yeah.
But it was overpriced. Let's be real. It was overpriced.
Right. I wasn't going to pay full price for it.
Well, you didn't.
Right.
You didn't. But
Right.
yes, people sleep on that phone, man. It's a good device. If you can get,
And
you
the
could probably
color
get it
was
now
really
for like
nice.
$200.
The color was really nice too. That's what my girlfriend uses.
Yeah. What do you mean, Asen? I don't follow. What happened with Slang and everybody? What do you mean? We're right here, man.
I think he deleted it. I think he meant to say what's up.
Oh, what's up, Asen? Derek says my daily is still a Note 10 Plus 5G. The Note 3 is just for music. Yeah, Note 10 is a great device. I traded my Note 10 Plus for the S22 Ultra and kind of felt like the same phone. I talked about this many times on the stream.
Yeah.
Many times on the stream. I pay more money for a longer camera zoom. Well, now you can take pictures of the moon and people will look at it and say, wow, that looks amazing.
Oh, the moon. Wow.
The moon shots. Or you could be a creeper and you can start creeping on people.
Hey.
That's something LaShawn would do, though, if he had this.
Hey.
What's
3
cracking?
miles away. I see you.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool. I will say this. It was cool in Canada.
Mhm.
when we took a picture of a city from
Okay.
another city. Like we took a picture of a city from another city in Canada.
That was an hour and a half drive away, 2 hours away.
2 hours away, we were able to take a picture of the tower in Toronto.
Oh, nice.
It looked
From
like an oil
Ontario.
picture.
Well, it's still the fact that we can make it out and tell exactly what it is pretty impressive.
It's definitely better than what you can see with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Note 10 had a flat screen. You're talking about not the Note 10 Plus. The Note 10 Plus was curved. But maybe because the Note 10 had two versions too, the Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus. I would rather a flat screen over a curved screen. Yeah, all day. For real. Note 10 Plus is excellent, but I do still like the 9 a bit more. The 9 still had bezels, didn't it? A chin and a
It still
forehead.
had bezels, but it had really, it was only, I think, 3 inches wide. I think that's the reason why a lot of people prefer that one.
The bezels.
Note 20. Yeah, Note 20. All good. All good. But there was a second version of the Note 10 as well.
Trash.
I would have the Note 20 right now if I would have not dropped it on a screw. Also, my Note 20 was snappier than my S22 Ultra.
You also would have had. You also wouldn't have had a dent in your thing if you wouldn't have ran over that beaver, sir.
Ran over a beaver.
Well, yeah, so he prefers flat animals instead of curved and alive ones.
That's cool. Flat everything. Just go flat everything. BG in the house. What's good, BG? How are you, man? Another creator, guys. Check out BG.
Animals.
Yes. Actually,
Purge. You see, this is what I want to do. Purge. I use the Apple phone only, but the S22 is attractive. So Purge only uses Apple products,
Yeah.
and LaShawn only uses Pixel products.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get them to trade
Oh, that'd be cool.
and just use it for a week or two, and just like you can't use any other device but that device. Could you do it? Could you do it? We can make a whole video on it.
That'd be a cool video.
What
Hey,
phone? What
You
phone?
send me a phone, I'm down.
Well, it would be an iPhone. You'd have to use an iPhone, and Purge would have to
It
use.
can't be no damn iPhone 10R.
No, it would be a good phone. It would be a good iPhone. Because if you're
It has
giving
to
up,
be up
if
to
you're,
date, not the latest and greatest, but at least what?
it'll be at
Well,
least a 13. At least a
I'm about to
13.
say
or
at
up.
least a 12 or up.
We'll go 13 or up. And I'll
I would do
provide you-
13.
I will send you my 13 Pro Max. We just have to get Purge Google phone somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But Purge, I don't think Purge would do it. Purge, I don't think Purge would put his iPhone down, because I've talked to him about this before, and he said he would not put the iPhone down.
So my main sim would have to go in this, or could
the
I?
main sim, the main sim, it has to go. It has to be down. It's for content, bro. It's for content.
I know.
You know what? I will send you the 13 Pro Max. But what carrier do you have?
I got T-Mobile.
Okay, well it's T-Mobile phone. Good. And I will send Purge the Pixel 6a. But Purge has to agree to it. Well, you got to agree to it too, actually.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks. We'll put a timetable on 2 weeks where you got to use the phone as your daily. And then we're gonna do a video on it. You can't
It
take
sounds
it.
challenging. It sounds challenging. I'm up for it, but all right.
You'll do it.
Ah, man.
yeah,
I can't. You
Hey,
think about the
he's got to he's got to calculate
Yeah.
some stuff. But
Michael says that was controversial because it was $1,000 for the Note 20 and only had
Mhm.
60 hertz refresh
Yeah.
and plastic. Yeah, and
Yeah.
now it's $300.
yeah.
He said I could do it. Talk shit.
I was wrong about the Note 10. It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. So you went to Windsor. You went Windsor to Toronto.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls to Toronto. Yeah, we were in the revolving restaurant, right? It was a revolving. We were up in the 700 feet up in the revolving restaurant in Ontario.
Wait, it was spinning?
Yeah, it spins while you're up there eating.
What?
I actually broke. What did I break? I was trying to do a time lapse. I had my phone set up and doing a time lapse as we're eating and watching it spin, and it looked really cool for about 10 minutes. And then it was sitting on a salt it was sitting on a pepper shaker.
Yeah.
And it was like a ceramic. Who uses a ceramic pepper shaker in a nice restaurant? And that shit spilled
Everywhere.
It broke it and went
And-
everywhere, and I couldn't clean it up because they were spinning away from me. So I couldn't do anything about it.
You had to wipe it quickly as you could when it came to
I let that shit come. It came back one full circle, one
Yeah.
big evolution, and it was gone already. Somebody got it. MKBHD actually called it the Nope 20 in his thumbnail.
Nope.
nope.
Yeah, for $1,000, plastic phone, man.
Hey,
Wait, last thing I'm gonna write here. Sorry to blow up comment section. That's what comments are for, bro. Feel free.
Exactly, sir.
Saying, but wish I would have kept my Note 20 Ultra instead of trading it from S22 Ultra, mainly because of the S.
SD. That's
Yeah.
right.
It's true. Are you going to do a top 10 best wireless earbuds of the year? I do not know if I will get to it because I am so behind on content at this point, and it's already December. I would like to, but probably unlikely. I got to run, folks. BJ, take care. We're ending this thing as soon as I get to these comments.
Purge made a comment, and I don't believe him.
Michael says, yeah, I think the Note 10 was when they got rid of the headphone jack. And, well, Note 9, Note 10, no headphone jack. And they introduced the capacitive fingerprint sensor. It's also when they started nerfing the base model with 1080p. Yeah. Yeah, the fingerprint in the display. Well, the Note 9, didn't that have a fingerprint sensor in the display?
Wasn't the power button?
I don't think so.
Let me see.
Or was it on the back? Was it on the back of the Note 9?
Oh, I think it's on the back of the Note 9.
It was on the back of the Note 9.
Yeah.
Yes, the Savage is right. The Note
It was
8
right under the camera.
factor. Yeah, the form factor, the Note 8
Yeah,
was
it's so
even
much better.
slimmer. Yeah,
Yep.
it was even not as wide as the Note 9. Note
Yeah.
8, I love the Note 8. The battery life was straight trash, but it was a good phone. Sean P says he could do it and talk shit. Cyclone says nothing could touch the A52 5G.
And much better phone than A53. It's
It
much
is.
better.
So is the A51.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to spend. You don't have to send me a phone. I got my wife's old. What do you use as your daily though, Sean? What does Sean use?
He's got so many phones. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So 6A is his work phone. I can tell you that.
he's a
but
phone for it right now.
Yeah, he goes.
Purge, this is great, but look, you cannot use your iPhone during this challenge. You cannot use your iPhone.
He should mail it to you, and you
Yeah,
get it
you need to send me the iPhone so I know you're not using it. Savage says, I now know to have a Ronin SE6 with Note 22 to visit a revolving restaurant. Yeah.
Okay.
There's some good ass food in that restaurant too. But any last words? We're gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes.
Yeah. Hey, sorry I couldn't pick a phone of the year, but
You picked
it's
two.
been I picked two.
You did pick two.
But it's been a fun year for me at least.
Mm-hmm.
Tech, it's been a great year for tech, right? Like you
Yeah.
mentioned earlier, like all the phones have been good.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the phones have been good. All the headphones and earbuds have been so improved.
Yeah,
over
it's
the past
ridiculous.
year.
It's ridiculous. Oh, speaking of that, my second pair of OnePlus Buds
Right.
Pros here.
Ooh, look at
Had to
you.
get that Black Friday deal, so it's like,
There you go. How much would you pick them up for?
It was like $60.
Yeah, that's a steal.
Yeah.
Those things are so good.
the phone that I've wanted most this year was the Pixel 7 Pro. That's the phone that I've wanted most this year. I haven't been able to use it yet, but that's the phone that I wanted most this year. One thing that I want to say is that I feel like the spec race is kind of on pause right now, and the
Yeah.
software race is just getting started.
Yeah.
When it comes to software optimization, software features, updates, and polishing things that should have been more important than hardware years ago. And they just kind of band-aided the solution by upping specs and upping specs and upping specs when the solution was really software optimization. So that's where I think we're going for the next year and a half, 2 years, is we're going to see a lot of jumps in optimization, more jumps in how smart our smart devices actually become.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Well said. Well said there, even for a Canadian. LaShawn, any last words?
Y'all have a great night, great weekend, and yeah, check El Jefe tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Yes, sir. Purge says, I'll just take out the SIM and that's it. Yes, you just take out the SIM card. That's it. Put your SIM It's in your iPhone into the Pixel 6a, and you are ready to roll. Transfer your info.
Yeah. And
But
make
I'm
sure you
gonna-
turn off iMessage and FaceTime before
Yeah.
you take out the SIM.
But I'm going to need that phone, though, because I don't trust you. I know how ingrained you are into the Apple ecosystem. So I'm going to need that phone.
With
I
his
did-
two Apple devices.
Yeah. He probably would. He probably has a backup. But we're going to need, like, if we do this video purge, like, you're going to have to, like, really, like, put some time in and effort into this and give me more when we do the video. Then it's good. Like, it has to be a lot more. It's a good phone. I liked it. I'm gonna need more.
Thank you for watching the video.
Yeah, I'm gonna need details. I need details. A lot of from you too, bro. From you too.
Hey, you know me, dog.
I know you'll give it. Purge
Yeah.
guy give it though.
You know me. I
Thanks,
give.
Savage. Appreciate you, Savage. We gotta have Savage on too.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah, we gotta have Savage on.
Phone of the year is the phone you have in your pocket. Facts, dude.
Hey,
It's all just personal preference.
fun. It is, yeah.
Phone I wanted the most is the fold. Not me. I thought I did. This shit's going back.
Yeah.
It's just going right back.
that shit going bad. Nope.
That fucking front display,
Yeah,
man.
I know. I don't understand. I really
Like a
don't. get
toy. It's like a toy.
it. Yeah.
It bothers the hell out of me. I can't stand it. And second to the Pixel. The Pixel 7 Pro is a beast. Wade says, thank you, Barry, man. I just got to add Slang and Hefe. These live streams are awesome. Thanks, bro. Super cool. And these guys to do and the guests here and all crews commenting. Yeah, the tech community is fantastic.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
All around, the tech community is just, I mean, that's part of the reason I'm here still. 619 says software. Nah, more 12 gig RAM.
Oh, that's funny.
No, 6/19. We got 18 gigs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we got more than 12 gigs already.
Yeah.
That again was a band-aid solution, like adding more RAM to the phone instead of optimizing how software ran on the phone.
Correct. Yeah.
Apple didn't do that though. Apple never did that.
Yeah, but there was
Apple
things that Apple
never added RAM. Apple
software-wise that was
iOS was always optimized great. You used to be able to have like the iPhone 8, maybe 1 gig or 2 gigs of RAM on that thing.
Did you say they were always optimized great? Like even after they were nerfing battery?
Well, the fact that they're able to nerf battery just shows
Yeah,
how
like,
great they are at it. That just proves my point for me, actually.
All right, whatever.
Cyclone says, haven't heard anyone mention the new iMusk phone. You think we're getting a Tesla phone? We're not getting a Tesla phone.
I don't think so.
We're gonna
Sean,
make-
you got a new desk too?
No, same desk.
No, it's the same day.
He just put the
heard-
camera further back.
Yeah, I just
We're-
put the camera further back and lowered it a little bit.
Purge, if you can't answer the question here on stream, we're not gonna do it. I'll find somebody else, man.
Oh.
Like it should be an easy yes. Like somebody's gonna send you a phone to make a video. Let's do it. Let's do it.
He's like, we will talk.
Yeah, we will try. That just means we ain't doing it. Savage says, let me know I can come on. Just let me know. Do you want more Savage and Scientist? Either or, bro. Either or.
Neither, sir.
Either or.
We want
Just-
it.
Be yourself. We'll all be good. Next week. Everybody can come back on next week. Next weekend. 619 says I still got 16 gigs.
ROM, not RAM.
Yeah, ROM.
Drive.
ROM, yeah, he wants ROM. Yeah.
That was the old iPhones. My 6S Plus has 16 gigs. What up? I could put like 500 pictures on that thing.
Hey.
But we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I appreciate everybody that came out tonight. Barry,
It was fun.
LaShawn,
Yeah, I
Nick
appreciate it.
Level.
Hey,
Appreciate
appreciate
you
you
guys.
for having me, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody that came through in the chat, chilling. Hope everyone stays safe. Has a good Sunday. Weather is shit here in Jersey. I don't know how it is where you guys are, but it's terrible today.
Terrible. Cold.
Cold and nasty, rainy. But that's it, man. I'm gonna go shoot some people on Call of Duty, and
Hey.
hope you guys have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Sir.
Peace, everybody.
Peace, man.